Talks. Well, we all know the coronavirus has affected a lot of our daily activities. Well, not only activities, even our daily jobs. People like artists, DJs cannot make money anymore. Do you know why? No shows, no events. Well, today I am having a guest. He's the very first DJ I've hosted on my show right here on Talks. And this man is going to give us a little bit insight on how he's making his money and how you guys, you the DJs, are surviving. I'm talking about the one and only DJ Hussein. I mean, superstar Hussein. Welcome to Talks. You know, the Covid-19 is real, and just the other time in the group, there's one of these big artists that posted and said, guys, which artists can we help during this pandemic? And someone suggested to say, no, the DJs need this money the most. So now I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how are you guys managing? How are you sustaining yourselves and also your families?
I guess everybody in entertainment is with what can I say, is hit really hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, from the DJs to musicians, mm-hmm. You know, even there's people who work in the pubs. Yeah. You know, the barmen, the waitresses, mm-hmm. You know, who works in the clubs and things like that. Like, we're all just like hit like really hard. Because even when I saw that post, I was like, hey, I also need some relief here, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, life is not the same. It's extremely difficult right now because all our you know, our ways of making money is
I've seen you doing it online now. You're having this TV thing. You're having something going on your page. Yeah. And there's something I've always been meaning. I was talking to Kelvin and I'm like, what certain pride did you just, there's that element of pride you just removed and said, guys, tip me, this is my number.
You know, it's good that you even brought that up. You know, like there's really nothing to be shy about. You know what I mean? Like you said, COVID-19 is here. It's real. Mm-hmm. You know, at the end of the day, I'm doing people a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like entertainment at home in your face. You know, mm-hmm. you know what I'm saying? It's a real hustle for me. Like it's gonna put the food on the table. Mm-hmm. You know, it buys my clothes, it pays my rent. You know, it is the real deal. And you know, we also need to survive at the end of the day. And you know, if basically, I think this is the part where now people have to come together. Mm-hmm. And you know, buy like a bundle, you know, things like that, because it really goes a long way. And you know, like I actually saw it with the East African DJs, because I really follow a lot of them. Okay. On their live streams and on their Facebook pages and mm-hmm. Instagram and whatnot. So I saw them doing that, and I was like, you know what? This has got nothing to do with pride or whatever. Like, at the end of the day,
I gotta do it.
Yeah. We need you guys.
You gotta eat. We
gotta eat. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's helping us in any way. Mm-hmm. You know, there is no relief whatsoever. There's nothing. Completely. You know, and I'm very fortunate because my brother is the one who's now taking care of a lot of things. Ah. You know what I mean? And he understands. He says, you know, I know you're going through, you know, some hardship. Yeah. And he's doing the most right now. And people who send me the tips, man, that really goes a long way. Like, I even know who the real fans are, who my real friends are. You know, like it's I think it's a, how can I say, it's a game changer. It makes you realize what's important, and you know, out the box. Yeah, we need to save money and whatnot. And it's extremely difficult, because even the place I was staying out, because I was in Ndola recently, mm-hmm. and I can't afford to pay rent. Wow. Because now it's like 3 months, and you know,
it's that serious.
Exactly, it's 3 months and absolutely no work, no income, apart from the live streams and things like that. But it's still not enough to sustain. But I do it because of the passion, and you know, for relevance, and you know, I love what I do. And I gotta say, I will never stop the music, regardless of the situation. We will always find a way, and it's so cool that now we have a digital age. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody's on the phone, and you know, so it's easy. Yeah, I really always try by all means to innovate. You know what I mean? Like even like when I used to do the whole live stream early on, like I bought a couple of equipment, a little camera here and there, just so that I could have a really cool live stream, because like you've seen now, it's come in handy, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Out here busy complaining to say no, COVID-19 is taking our business, and you know the events bring money to your table, but your swag, man, it hasn't changed. It doesn't look unbothered. What's with your fashion sense? Have you tried modeling, or maybe are you a model already?
I like to think of myself as a model, man. I've done a couple of adverts before. Yeah, but I would like to do more, and especially that we're out there and we are seen by a lot of people and things like that. It's good to stay up to date. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah, it's good to maintain the standards.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Looking for a chick, even, you never know, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, and I try to keep my dreads as clean as possible.
Okay.
I actually haven't done them for, I think, it should be over 3 weeks. But that's why I really love this hairstyle, because it still maintains for a while. Yeah, so like this is my favorite. This is like my signature look.
Yes, it
So
is.
yeah, I couldn't do it in the dollar, because the place where I go to, they don't know how to do this particular twist. So yeah, so as soon as I got back, it was the first thing I went to do. I was like, you know what, I'm wearing my mask, carrying my hand sanitizer, and I'm going to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, it's always nice to, you know, you never know who's watching. It's good to keep up the appearance.
Back to business. You know, there was a time DJ Hussein was taking over Lusaka, if not Zambia, and you went from this to that, like from hype to low. We stopped hearing about DJ Hussein because Hussein was at almost every big event. So what happened? What was that move that you took?
I got a club residency in Ndola.
Okay.
So yeah, it's something that I had to do, and I'm proud of it. Like, it's, you know, being in the corporate belt also gave me like a different kind of exposure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was exposed to now the corporate music, like for real, and you know, and trust me, corporate music. Hey man, that it is, you know, it is banging. So yeah, I got a pretty good deal. Like, I was like it's
the deal still alive?
Best deal I've ever had. I don't know yet. You know, this COVID situation has really messed up a lot of, I would say, businesses. Yeah, and especially, like I said, us in the entertainment.
Mind sharing the deal with us? What? Because it looks like it was a big deal for you.
It was a dope deal. It was a dope deal.
But it is okay. You let us know.
Holla at me in the DMs.
During your takeover season, did you have certain DJs that you trained and that doing it big right now, and you're just proud and say, you know what, that person, I once helped them out here and there?
There's quite a number. Yeah, like for instance, even my boy V Jeezy. Yeah, man. You know, like, hats off. Like, I'm really proud to see him doing a lot of major things. You know what I'm saying? My major moves, and Australia, and you know, I think it was Cyprus. Yeah, I think he went to Cyprus once also, and the Australia moves, and yeah, you know, like that is something major for the industry.
Yeah,
you know, to see a DJ on that level, you know, is for me, like I'm proud of, you know.
So V Jeezy is the only training that you had?
You know, even my best friend DJ Blocks, like, I don't see it, but he always said I inspired him. Yeah, like he was, maybe for me it wasn't so direct. Maybe it was in the indirect way that he learned, but he always says that I influenced him. So yeah, and I'm also proud of him. Also, he's got this movement going on with the creative natives, and you know, like, they're getting a lot of recognition from other countries like Canada, the UK, even BBC One Extra jams. Exactly,
that's a big deal,
right? and the collaborations are major. Soon he'll be collaborating with a Nigerian artist, Nigerian producer. He's collaborated with Angolan producers. Yeah, it's really something huge for Zambia, man. It would be nice to see a lot of us reach out, you know what I mean? Because even Sebastian Dad, he always said the street parties that we started, he always says we gave him a platform, you know what I mean? So, and he's also doing like big things also, and he went to Ibiza the other time. He won a competition.
You mentioned to say DJ Blocks is working with a Nigerian producer. This other person is working with who and who. I've noticed that nowadays DJs are venturing into music. Are you also doing the same, or maybe you've done it already?
Okay, because my first real collaboration was with Caladocious. It was like in 2017.
Okay.
I think it was 2017 on the Love Killer Jam. Yeah, we even dropped a really dope video, and then I recently did something with Tuesday International. Okay. And Kozim. Yeah. I wish I could do more, but then the period is bad. You know what I mean? Like,
we don't blame you.
Supposed to do a video for Ama Bosses.
Okay.
But not now. Like, funding, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not anybody's fault.
That's true.
I guess maybe there's a reason for everything. Yeah.
So in this music industry, how we the fans know that artists are actually working together, and it's through features. You see this person featuring who, this person featuring. But for you guys, the DJs, how does it work? How do you support each other?
Well, I would say we do support each other. Yeah, because even like when I go on my live streams and things like that, I've got my friends who are DJs who come online and share the video, and people like DJ Cranky. A big shout out going out to the Crankies representing for Dumbo Nation. He's always like active. People like Andy Stone, you know what I mean? Andy Stone, those are my people. DJ Tweezy, I also had him once to do a guest set on my live stream. Yeah, those are my people. Like when we need to advise each other, like if he needs advice on maybe a live stream or I'll ask him about something, you know what I mean? Like we do help each other. So support is there. Obviously you get those other DJs who are heads up in the clouds and they're always about the competition. So they're those guys. We know them, man. We see you. Don't worry, I won't mention any names because it's not worth it. But they always feel like it's a competition, and it's very difficult to put them on. You know what I mean? Because sharing is caring, hey?
I like how you say like you seem to be bothered, but a little bit bothered, but you're like, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Like I still move on with my life, so it's cool. That's why I always talk about the DJ culture in Kenya or East Africa. Should I say? Man, those guys are popping. Like when you see them, they just look like they're together. You know what I'm saying? And even things like the way they represent themselves, you can see that these guys have taught each other. You know what I mean? Like even when it comes to turntablism, the scratch routines, and that for me, that is real DJ. For me, scratching and things like that, I love that, and it's such a pleasure to see someone do it. Even when you're jamming and you can do it, there is no other feeling that can beat.
I can see you love your work. You really love what you do.
I wish I started doing it a long time ago, because also another thing is the how can I put it, the trend in Zambia, for instance, is behind when it comes to, I would say, real DJing. Okay, if you go to a place like East Africa, if you can't scratch, then you're not a DJ. And in Zambia, it's for like a very long time, DJs don't know how to scratch. Okay. And they've never taken the time to actually, so I did it myself, because everything I know I've taught myself. So even this whole scratching thing, like, I slave when I'm practicing. I like until I'm tired and I'm sweating for 2 hours. I'm just doing the same thing. So like, anyway, like, what I'm trying to say is, if we were united, there's nothing wrong with me teaching you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you also practice and you teach me something. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then 5 years from now, trust me, there'll be
a movement.
Growth.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there'll be so much growth. I mean, if you can go to like this place and the DJ is ripping it up, and then you go to this place, and it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe. Because even I would say a lot of the club owners don't support in that. They just Anyway, I don't blame them. I mean, if you don't know how to do it right, don't do it right.
DJ Hussein has been famous for like the longest time now. Kindly tell us some of the international events you've performed at, or rather countries you've performed in.
I've jammed in Namibia before.
Okay.
That was my first outside Zambia gig.
Okay.
It was in Windhoek. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it was like in 2011. I think. And I've also jammed in Malawi.
Okay.
Yeah, in Lilongwe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
South Africa, yet?
Nothing.
Niger?
Nah. We need a phone call, man. We need a phone call. Maybe this year. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've only jammed in these two countries out of Zambia.
Wow.
Yeah. The other country I went to was Tanzania.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't for jam. It was just for a concert.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, we were spoiled rotten. We were given a free trip, so those are things we need in life.
Alright, you just say, but before we leave right now, we just wrap it up, first of all, I want your social media handles. I'm sure a lot of people want to follow you.
Yes, please.
And
we need to follow.
Exactly. Secondly, what's that advice you give to your fellow DJs, upcoming DJs during this whole Covid-19? How can they sustain themselves? How can they be creative and all these things?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram and my Facebook. It's at Superstar DJ Hussein. There's no space, at Superstar DJ Hussein. You can check me out on my Twitter. It's at Superstar DJ Hus. Superstar DJ Hus.
Okay.
Yeah, basically those are the only platforms you need. Otherwise, you can check out my website. It's www.djhussein.co.zm.
Alrighty. And
the
advice?
The advice, man, I know it's hard. Trust me. It's also hard for me. Like, this period is the hardest period I've ever had to go through. But, don't stop the music, man. If you can do Facebook live streams, that would be dope, because at least you keep yourself relevant. Hey, yeah, I've seen a couple of other DJs also in Z also who've gone that direction also. Yeah, don't feel shy to ask for a tip, man. I mean, if you're doing people a favor, man, and they love you, man, ask for the tip, man. Tip us now, even, man. Send a cheap tip. I'll let you go. We even send you a shout out, even like the way we do it. the way we always do it. Yeah, otherwise, don't stop the music.
There you have it, guys. You've heard it from the superstar DJ Hussein. You heard what he said. Drop the TP, but what you have to do, drop it on ZMB, like on the ZMBTalks, and maybe we'll try to transfer it to his account, but no, I don't think so. Anyways, please, in case you like this video, like it, subscribe, and also share. Tell us who you want to see, because you've seen Hussein is actually the first DJ that I've hosted. Who do you want to see? Because you know what time it is. It's hashtag elevating the industry. Thank you so much. I've been your girl EDNA. See you right here on the Talks.